I officially have the last round of drawings made by second graders that my high schoolers turned into sculptures of those drawings to show you guys. Look at this drawing. First of all, the teepees, the Santa hat. So here's my sculpture that my high school student made. I just love a little monster that is festive all year round. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this project was a little bit stressful. We pulled off 64 drawings into sculptures over the course of this last school year. And if you know anything about ceramics, you know that it doesn't always go well. There is a margin of error, but it wasn't an option. We didn't get to say, oh, that one exploded or this one didn't come out good, because every drawing corresponded to a second grader or a preschool student. And I wasn't gonna show up with a boatload of sculptures, one for every kid except you, Jimmy, whose sculpture was difficult. So yes, we made it. I'm gonna go ahead and answer the most commonly asked questions every time I post one of these. Yes, the second grade students, or their adults rather, get to keep these sculptures, and they are meant to be treasured, put on a shelf and treasured forever. And yes, the second grade students were aware of the fact that the high schoolers were going to be turning these into sculptures, so they were not designing scary monsters from their nightmares. They were designing creatures that they wanted to have come to life. Yes, I do intend to do this project again next year, even though that makes me a little bit crazy, I think. We plan to also integrate stories from the high school creative writing students, so it'll go from second grader drawing into high school sculpture and then be accompanied by an individual story that the creative writing students wrote for each monster. And then I plan to have the school year culminate in an event where we put all of the works on display with their stories, and we invite all of the students, second grade up through high school, and their families, so that they can come out and see the works, and that the kids of all grade levels can meet each other, and we can really make it into an event. This year was kind of like the dry run. I had never done it before, and we just like dove right in, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. And so now that we have some experience, I have a lot more knowledge heading into the next year. This drawing was actually a double-sided drawing. It had a front and a back, and so we made the sculpture kind of neutral and then painted the different patterns, one on the front and one on the back, so that the student gets both personalities. And this was one of the sculptures that broke, and I did have to glue it back together, but ultimately I feel like it came out really nice. Woohoo!